Happy holidays. This is Scott Grant, Certified Senior Advisor with grayingwithgrace.com. Today's video is going to share with you some of our favorite Christmas wreath crafts for seniors. A festive and fun holiday craft. Easy Christmas wreaths for seniors. Wreaths, like Christmas trees and Christmas lights, are traditional yet creative pieces of holiday decor. Of course, senior crafts should be seen as something other than childish crafts provided just for entertainment. But which easy Christmas wreath decoration crafts can older adults make that aren't childish but still fun? Here are 8 ideas. It's important to note that many of these craft ideas suggest using a hot glue gun. If this isn't a good idea for your scenario, use advanced liquid craft glue instead that works with paper and fabrics at room temperature and can be cleaned up easily. For full instructions on all these crafts, please see the link to the full article in the description below. DIY Fresh Sage Wreath. The materials and tools for this simple wreath making craft are a tiny styrofoam wreath form, floral pins, also called greening pins, lots of sage, ribbon, and scissors. The first step is to remove the sage leaves from the branches. Typically, you will find a group of 4 or more leaves when you separate them from the main stem. Then, using the floral pins, attach a cluster of leaves, probably 5 or 6 large ones, to secure them to the wreath base. Pin continuously until your base is filled. Use a lot of sage to fill the wreath, as it does shrink as it dries. Hang it with a thick roll of bright red ribbon to embellish it. Then enjoy the warm aroma this rustic wreath provides. Wrapping paper wreath. Use any extra paper after you finish gift wrapping to create this brilliant wreath. To recreate, here's what you'll need: a 12-inch foam wreath, 6 feet of sturdy wrapping paper, the thicker the better, a hot glue gun, invisible tape, and a red velvet ribbon for hanging. Since you will be stacking paper tubes on top, tie a ribbon around it first. To make the first layer for the wreath, cut one long strip 8 inches wide, and then cut that strip into 2-inch wide sections. Roll them up into cylinders and secure them with tape. Glue them onto the foam form. Finish the process by adding 3 or more layers of rolls, each layer shorter than the previous one. Finally, hang your wreath where it will attract lots of attention. Card holder wreath. This clever and adorable wreath is made by simply using clothespins to hold your holiday cards or family photos. Needed supplies are a clothes hanger, a yard of ribbon, a pack of clothespins, green spray paint, pony beads, wire cutters and pliers, a glue gun, and an empty box. Clip all of your clothespins on the box after removing the flaps. Spray them with the paint, getting as much of it as you can between the 2 pieces and underneath. Allow them to dry. Remove the hook from your wire hanger, then form it into a circle. Next, alternate clipping a clothespin on the wire followed by a bead until you have covered the entire wire of the hanger. Tie a wide ribbon here and secure it in place with a hot glue gun. Tie a bow with the rest of your ribbon, then glue it on your hanger. 3D paper star wreath. If you have a ton of extra Christmas wrapping paper, use it to make this simple yet adorable 3D paper star wreath. It uses patterned papers, a scoring tool and board, a sharp knife and cutting board could work, a hot glue gun, wreath form, button, brads, and ribbon. Cut out stars between 3 inches and 4 inches wide. Then draw a line down from the top of each point to the opposite inside corner. Next, you will use a series of folding motions along these lines to make the star appear in 3D, or, for simplicity, you could just leave them as is. Glue a button at the center of each star and glue them to your wreath form. Tie on a ribbon as a hanger for a distinctive wreath decoration. Mixed ornament wreath. This craft uses ornaments to make a stunning and vibrant wreath. To make it, get one of those tubs of cheap plastic Christmas ornaments from the dollar store and a wreath form from your local craft store. You may want something more decorative than foam because your form may show. You'll be working from the back. Glue the ornaments to the inside rim of your wreath form with the tops pointing towards you. Repeat for the outside edge. Then, flip it over and glue the ornaments on the front edge to fill in the gaps. Smaller ornaments work best here. Tie on a ribbon, and you have a more formal but dazzling wreath. Bright and colorful boho holiday pom-pom wreath. This cheerful pom-pom wreath is a super easy craft. It can feature the usual festive Christmas season colors, but the color palette is totally up to you. Be as wild as you'd like if you prefer a more colorful decoration. Grab several bags of pom-poms that fit your style from a crafting store, along with a styrofoam wreath. Then, just start gluing away and attach your pom-poms to your wreath base. If you have one, you could also use your leftover yarn and a pom-pom maker. Winter Village Pom-Pom Wreath. This gorgeous winter wreath is a variation of the pom-pom wreath described above. To keep the white winter theme, wrap a styrofoam wreath in white felt to start, in case any of it shows through on the final design. Then, cover the wreath form by gluing all white pom-poms to make a delicate, snowy base. Add small decorative elements like cottages, snowmen, mini sisal trees, winter greenery, mini gift boxes, artificial snow, red berries, candy canes, and painted pine cones or cinnamon sticks to embellish your wreath and create your winter scene. Gift Bow Wreath. This striking DIY wreath is a great way to use up those bags of self-stick bows you probably have laying around. To make this wreath craft, you just need cheap bows, the more the better, a wreath form, and a hot glue gun. Starting on the outside edge, begin gluing your bows around the circle. Then, keep repeating rows, working your way to the inside until you've got it completely covered. Glue them in a pattern or make it completely random. It's up to you. This project can be completed in 30 minutes or less. Wreaths are an excellent way for seniors and elderly adults to decorate their front doors or interior living space for a little extra holiday spirit. It doesn't matter if they live at home, in a nursing home, or in assisted living or retirement homes. Plus, making their own wreaths lets them get creative, fills up some downtime, and instills a sense of pride and accomplishment. Most of these recommended projects can be easily modified for older adults of different abilities. We hope that you found this list of easy-to-make wreaths for seniors helpful and that you can't wait to try one or more of them. If so, please share this guide with your friends on social media. Also, please tell us about your favorite wreath crafts in the comments below. Merry crafting from Graying with Grace.